Definitely recording.
Day 93 under the dome. With necessities growing dangerously low, who knows what spark will set off this powder keg?
I can't take another minute in the stone! First of its kind, the first dome anywhere.
Anywhere, folks. Dome with Bamfomania, #1 freestyle rap comedy podcast in the world. We got a special guest, TERRYaki. What's up?
Aki.
What is up?
Welcome back, dude. You're a returning guest.
I'm freaking back.
Your brother was here and returned. I think the next episode is the two of you together.
Okay.
Oh, for real?
Well, I feel like no, not the next one.
Oh.
Like not next week, but
Yeah,
the next
no,
one you're involved in.
Right.
We have your bro here as well.
Don't confuse
hell
me
yeah.
like that. Which one? Which guest was his bro?
Razor.
Oh, okay.
Razor.
Wait. When you say brother, we're
Dude,
talking.
I honestly think Alex made that joke the first time we talked about this. He made the exact same joke. No, it's good to have you back. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, guys.
After a fucking full shift. Dude, when we record podcasts sometimes after I get out of work, and it's not ideal. So I definitely appreciate the place that you're in mentally.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, guys. You know, after a full day of work, I consider getting off work and getting back to work to work on music and do other things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no 0 days.
No days.
I remember back in my early days of when I was doing tiling, I would have that little mantra in my head, no 0 days. Even though I just worked a full day of manual labor,
right.
If I came home and I didn't work on anything, I would consider that a 0
It's
day.
an L, yeah. Well, it's tough to shift your focus and then put your energy into something creative. I do think that beat production specifically, which is something that you do a lot, is one of those things where if you can just push yourself past the fuck me I want to die thing, and you find a little sample and then you start working on it, then you get sucked in really quick. It's
definitely.
literally just turning on the fucking computer and getting going,
It's
and then
weird
you
how
get
that
sucked
works. Yeah, because it's starting it is the mountain that you gotta climb over. Sorry,
Right.
we've been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild. I'm gonna be using a lot of mountains, and I'm gonna be. This episode will be BOTW heavy. I'm not gonna lie,
Dude,
That's
you would
not
not
good.
believe, like we're both almost 30, and we spent our Friday evening eating pistachios, playing Zelda, and like not even together. Like I was playing, and Alex was just cheering me on.
Bro, I'm fucking 31 years old and I'm still playing Pokemon. I'm excited for the next Pokemon.
Hell yeah.
That's
Like,
why we had you on. Oh, hit me.
All about the Pokemon.
All about-
I love Pokemon that like the Pokeball on my balls. Oh my gosh, here we go and all. A little ghastly. Let me Pikachu. Pikachu's.
I want a Pokeball while I'm playing Pokemon. Oh shit, I'm gone off the Dom Perignon. Gotta catch them all. I gotta catch the
Catch it.
Pokeballs and then fucking go and get a haul.
playing Pokemon, and then I go to your home and poke your mom till she's gone. Yeah, that's how I do. I stroke it long.
Whoa.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm going off. Hit the bong and I'm placing Pokemon. Catch it in my Pokeballs.
Catch them.
Like Ash, yeah, you know I'm getting ass and I get it so fast and I gotta do it, make it last. I'm gonna catch them all. How many are there now?
There's a lot.
Ash Ketchum is the worst example of a Pokemon trainer.
That's
And I
okay.
realized that as I got older.
Let's hear it. Hot take.
Ash Ketchum, if you're hearing this, you're ass.
Whoa,
you
more
think
like
he's listening?
ass catch him.
Ketchum. He wasn't even catching ass either. He was just out there.
He's
Wasn't
incel.
he like 12 years old though or something?
Yeah. Yes. I think he's still 12 years old, like as far as like the cartoon goes.
Right, like when you think about like The Simpsons, Maggie would be fucking 35 at this
Right.
point.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can suspend disbelief for a cartoon. I just don't like how they changed his hat for the later seasons when they started doing like the other. What do you call them? There's when they have another round of different Pokemon. There's a name
like
for
a
that.
next generation.
Yeah, the generation. They changed the design of his hat, and I was like,
Yeah.
why? That's kind of a classic.
That's
look.
an upgrade, bro.
It's an upgrade.
No,
you know,
what?
can't wear the same fit forever.
It's like when Google updates Gmail, and I'm like, I liked it before, and then 2 weeks later, I'm like, this new Gmail bangs.
right.
Pokemon is like exclusively on Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Should we start playing that? No. Okay.
I feel like that's a suck. It sucks you in, right? I feel like that's one of those things.
You'll just like you are Breath of the Wild. You'll get sucked into Pokemon.
Because I used to play it on the Game Boy, and I would spend so much
Game
time.
Boy Color.
Game Boy Color,
dude.
playing Pokemon. Shit,
version.
like just would like just playing it. I remember one time I had a character. I named it after a girl I had a crush on.
Wow.
I think I did that before
corny.
too.
Yeah.
I think it was like a freaking Jigglypuff or something.
Yeah.
Something.
See, I was talking about my main character.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Actually,
Dude.
no. Now that I think about it, it might have just been.
Terry
one
ain't
of my Pokemon.
simping. He's like, you can have the Jigglypuff.
Yeah, no, I was simping hard. Yeah, definitely not my finest
We've been
moment.
there.
Well,
We've been there,
I
you
remember
know?
that Pokemon was popping off at my school, and it was the cards.
Yeah.
Everybody was off the cards, and I was like not into it. And eventually I was like, I want to be a part of the thing. And then I talked to my mom, and my dad both drove around with me in the rain, running into different establishments trying to find where the Pokemon cards were sold. For some
It's like
reason,
they're looking for a lost doll.
dude,
Right?
for
Yeah.
some reason they
Guys
were
have
so
Pokemon
scarce.
cards?
I could have sworn we went to 5 different places, and eventually she ran into like some like convenience store and found them. And she ran to the car and she's like, I got him. I was so excited. And then the next day I went to school and they banned Pokemon cards.
That is,
Yo.
they banned them at my school too. It
Yeah,
was-
mine's too. Dude, we would sneak our Game Boys to school and freaking go in the bathroom and like have Pokemon battles. Like we'd bring our link cables and shit because you have to connect your cable to the Game
damn,
Boy.
it's wired.
And we would be in the bed like, and it only would like look like there was a fight going on in the bathroom because a whole bunch of kids are going
Just
to
fucking
just because
wilding
2
it.
dudes are in there freaking Charizard versus Blastoise. You know,
Imagine kids now, bro, going to school and bringing like your Nintendo Switch. Like that is
Right.
another level.
Now they just
Yeah.
bring their gun and
And
kill all
just,
of their classmates.
You know, just kill their classmates. It's
Hey,
ridiculous.
right-
gotta
to-
kill them all. Am I
right to
right?
bear
Yeah,
arms, dude.
Odd future.
Yo, that's crazy. That was funny.
Well, thank
Oh,
you.
man.
Well, I guess the point I was trying to make was if it's basically like a Nintendo. Oh shit. So it's basically a Nintendo property. So I'm wondering why I can't play Mario Kart with these characters. I want to be Pikachu and drive past you and maybe throw a shell at you.
Yo,
Red shells like shotguns. It's not fun
No.
when I got hot runs on my cart. Talking Pikachu, trying to pass you Thunderbolt.
Ooh.
Then you know that I'm gone. Usain Bolt. Whoa.
yo, I'm all about the Nintendo properties. I sit down, put my shoes on, I play properly.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got proper teeth.
Hey.
I went to the dentist till I was 13.
I went to the dentist and I asked him where my teeth was at, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta catch a Jigglyfat."
Hey.
I don't know. That's a Pokemon that I made up. I tried to think of one, but my life's tough.
Hit ya, punch ya like Hitmonchan, then I crunch ya, bite ya, ghostly in the can. I mean, you know who I am, I'm the man, and I see you, TV, that's on demand.
Damn, dude, Terry fucking brought the heat.
Man.
Last 2 beats, Habits by 18, and that was Incognito by Lethal Nito. I
Yeah,
really fuck with
we're
that
coming
one.
in hot. Yeah, you know, it'd be cool if like maybe because you can play as Pikachu in Super Smash,
Right.
And I think you can play as a couple other
And-
Pokemon.
Okay, so they have Pikachu, you have Jigglypuff,
Yep.
Mewtwo, Lucario, which is like one of the newer generation. But then they have Pokemon Trainer, where you can use Squirtle.
Oh, so you can
Ivysaur,
throw out a
and
bunch of dudes.
Charizard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. If you get the Pokemon in the game, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. They drop a Pokeball or whatever.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that they add some Pokemon characters into Mario Kart. I think that would be tight. Because Super Smash is basically a version of Mario Kart, but for fighting. You know, they have different Nintendo properties, but they put them all in an arena.
That's a good point. Like the fact that there is no Pokemon characters in Mario Kart is weird.
Because they have Zelda.
Right.
They have
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
That's another one.
But it's more like classic Nintendo characters.
They are a little more classic. You're right.
Zelda's the only one that I feel like is not fitting.
Pikachu's is just as classic.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Because
And Pikachu is fully Nintendo. It's not owned by something else.
Well, I do
Yeah.
think it's a Warner Brothers property, but at the same time, it's never been on any console other than Nintendo, if I'm not mistaken. Like even like when in the Game Boy days, that's a Nintendo
Like
console.
they had
so-
all the Nintendo 64, Game Boy, GameCube. Was it the DS? Like everything Nintendo Pokemon was
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's crazy is that my girlfriend's kid is obsessed with like vintage gaming. So like that fool just got a Nintendo 64,
Dude.
and he also got a fucking Game Boy Color, and he's just
Yes.
playing these old games. He has a Nintendo Switch that he doesn't touch. He just likes playing these old games for some reason.
The
It's
old games are freaking amazing, bro. It's like, as a early video gamer, I didn't really, how can I say, I didn't really appreciate the quality of gaming that I was experiencing.
Well, it's funny because like as an earlier gamer, like he's talking about his girl's kid playing it as vintage, but it wasn't like vintage to us at the time.
Right.
Right, like
technically.
I think he's playing it because he loves the old school video game aesthetic.
Right.
But I guess I don't fully understand why a child likes old school stuff.
I feel like the older video games were more mentally challenging. You know,
It was more like puzzles. And
Yeah.
like you had to like problem solving. You're right.
yeah.
And
you
that's
know.
a good point. Maybe that's why he likes it.
Not to say like a lot of games are the same way now. They're just more difficult.
Oh yeah, no, dude.
You know what I mean?
So Zelda, basically the structure of the game, you end up having to like unlock this map while you're playing,
Okay.
and you find towers that expand your map, and then you find shrines, and each shrine is this little puzzle that you have to put together, and you have to figure out how to unlock the little prize at the end of it. And it is such a like dopaminergic experience. Like your brain literally is constantly being rewarded. So it's like getting a ding on your phone, or like it's just so addicting. Literally the only reason we went to sleep last night is because we were exhausted, because I just wanted to keep playing. And even today I was like, I'm going to play a little bit before Terry gets here. And it was difficult to put it down,
I was
bro.
trying to learn why there's no Pokemon in Mario Kart. That's why I'm on my phone right now.
For
But
sure.
No one has a good answer. It's always just like, because it's called Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, why is Zelda and Donkey Kong in there,
Right,
my
yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
But if we're going to go by that logic, then fucking Metroid should also be in Mario Kart. Star
Right.
Fox should be in Mario
Yeah,
Kart.
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Like they should do that.
Yeah?
About half the roster of Super Smash Brothers should be in Mario Kart.
If I'm not mistaken, Metroid is an originally a Nintendo property, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that would make sense for this. Not even an outsourced, adopted property like Pokemon is.
Right.
Fucking Terry rolled up the classic Dutch. I used to be on the Dutches
Dude, Dutches
exclusively, dude.
I haven't switched up in years.
What's your top three? I mean, you go Dutch first and foremost, but what are the two fallbacks?
Let me talk about how I started rolling up. It was double XLs when I'm showing up.
Ooh.
And then I started shooting, yeah, I'm talking swishes.
Okay.
I met the swishers, talking with my sister.
I shoot and I swish. I got the swisher sweet. Yeah, it tastes neat. I get it on my feet. I get it in my shoes. I got a little zipper though. That's right, I'm wearing kangaroos. Yeah, I keep my money on me, bro.
Started with the Dutch, the swishes, and the White Owls.
Owls.
Yeah, every day I'm balling. Dwight Howard. Somehow I made that fucking work, and every day I roll up before I go to work.
Wake and bacon, eggs and bacon.
Wake and
Now I'm rolling two Dutches. We taking a long time to get rolled up, and now I blow
Long
up
time.
like the big flame. Yeah, I'm going up, boy, big flame.
Big Flame, yo. I got a sick name. It's just Alex. It's really not that sick, honestly. And
I thought you were gonna go.
a twisted
Dude,
individual. It's got an X in it, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
the X Games.
I'm gonna be weird, but Alex is one of my favorite names.
If it was AL and then he spelled it with a backwards 3, like it was just a 3, a backwards E.
And then I
3X.
snuck an X in there somewhere.
Dude, but no, Alex is such a cool. Like, growing up, I had one friend named Alex, and he was cool as shit. And
Okay.
he,
I'm sort of piggybacking off of his clout right now, though.
Yeah. Well, and I had a friend named Alejandro, who is also Alex, who I thought was pretty cool too.
It means helper of man.
Really?
apparently, Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's dope.
Yeah, I don't.
That's really dope.
I feel like I don't help a lot of men.
You helped me like
Yeah, but you're
rebuild this
I
podcast.
consider you more of a woman.
I am in touch with my feminine side.
No,
Yes.
Alex is a dope name, man. Alex
Hell
is
yeah,
really dope.
Dude,
I think Terryyaki's a dope name. How'd your parents come up with that?
You know, so they were, watching a bunch of kung fu flicks,
and they went to a Japanese
you know,
restaurant.
had some, Japanese ramen. My mom had a little bit too much teriyaki on her noodles, and then
Whoa, that sounds like an innuendo.
a little bit of.
I'm about to sauce up her noodles. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, well, let me just tell you this, son. I had a little bit of too much teriyaki on my noodles. Next thing you know, you're in this world.
Damn, dude, that's funny.
a couple of sake shots, and hey.
Oh, I fuck with sake. I'm a big fan.
Drink it warm.
Yes,
I think that's the way to do it. That's how it really gets you fucked up, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it really hits.
I still prefer my alcoholic beverages cold, to be honest.
Well,
But
yeah.
I'll drink it warm just because of the cultural experience. That's the only time I ever have sake is if like I'm at my my Japanese friend's wedding. So
Yeah, and they're drinking sake. What is it?
it's rice wine. It's wine made
okay.
from rice. Yeah.
It's like a healthy ass alcohol.
I don't know how healthy it is.
I think all alcohol is
I'm sure
poison.
it's probably just as healthy as like vodka is. You know, it's like the bare minimum what you need to make something. You ferment some shit. Then
I think anything that you drink that's clear is more likely better than something that is, brown or fucking black. Like, I just imagine somebody from 200 years ago looking at you drinking a Coca-Cola or like a Dr. Pepper and being like, why are you drinking oil? You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like,
yeah.
that shit doesn't make any sense. Like, that cannot be good.
I fucking love brown liquor, bro.
Brown, what's your top? Are you a Hennessy man or?
Now, why would you
whiskey.
assume that, Dave?
It's common in the rapper community. What do you want me to say?
Hennessy goes up for the rappers. Honestly, my go-to is Jack Daniels.
Okay.
I love Jack Daniels.
I mean, that's
Nothing wrong
a
with some Jack.
standard high quality whiskey.
Yeah,
I've
Gentleman
had some
Jack.
nasty Jack though. Like, have you ever had the flavored Jack Daniels?
I
Oh
don't,
my
I don't
God.
like the fire one,
There's
whichever red label it is.
Yeah, there's the fire one. And
No.
there's
Oh,
just
Fireball?
it's like cinnamon.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one is, I don't like it.
Yeah, not into that. But Jack Daniels also has like a honey whiskey that I'm like.
I'll do Jack Honey if I'm drinking it with Dr. Pepper.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. If it's
just-
a mixer, I could see it.
Yeah.
That
working.
sounds bomb.
Yeah,
That
Jack
sounds
Honey
really
and
bomb.
Dr. Pepper.
It's
try
just
it.
not sustainable. Like, if I'm gonna have like 6 drinks, I can't have 6 of those. Like
Right.
I could have
Right.
one of those. But after a while, I'm just like, this is too
I
much.
feel like the sugar just makes your stomach all wibbly wobbly. And,
It does get to
I
you.
haven't had a regular soda in years. Like, I literally only drink diet soda, or I'll drink.
I thought you were gonna say I only drink like shrimp flavored sodas, or exclusively. For some reason I can only think of crustaceans, and I was about to say crab flavored sodas. And,
that doesn't make any sense.
well, I feel like they probably sell crab flavored soda where you're from, Dave. So why don't you get
I'm
on,
sure
get
there's
on
a
board?
crab flavor.
That reminds me of the episode of The
Somewhere in
Simpsons.
Yeah,
China.
that's where I was getting it from.
He's like,
Clock-closh? Clock-closh?
he's like disgusting, and he drinks 15 of them.
Yeah, no, because he's like, we have Mountain Dew or crab juice, and Homer's like, oh, I'll take the crab juice.
Damn,
Fucking
dude.
love The Simpsons.
Dude.
We need some Simpsons sound drops on here now. I'm surprised I don't have any Simpsons sound drops.
You're right.
Whoa. What the fuck is up with the lack of the Simpsons sound drops? It's sad, that's a fact. I wish that I could go back in time and add a Homer ass rhyme
Yeah.
on the track. Why?
Yo, I'm such a simp, son.
Oh.
From my favorite show, The Simpsons. Yo, every day I sip some from the cup. Yeah, and I get fucked up.
Fucked up. Hello, my yellow fellow, Mr. Simpson. Yeah, I'm very mellow.
Ooh.
Might say hello to Miss Marge. Trying to break it open, I'm trying to debauch.
Yo, I'm in love with Marge Simpson. I'd like to take those legs and crack them open. And then I take and go down on that mom. And I love Marge, yeah, I want her in charge. Dominate.
Crack 'em open like a can of crab soda. Yeah, I'm in North Dakota. With a homie smoking stogies. Yo, Al Capone.
Al Capone.
I think the last 2 beats were Mastermind by Johnny Slash, and that was Premonition by Homage Beats.
Word.
Premonition.
A little shout out to last week's guest. Dave is wearing the SPE gear. You get it at spedrip.com. Use promo code DOME.
That's dope.
420.
69420.
Yep.
And you get a little discount, folks.
It is imperative that before you leave today, we take a photograph
Okay.
for our internet presence, and so that we can send it to the SPE boys. Yeah, dude. Last week these dudes came through, and we had a good time. And also after the podcast, we made a song. And what was really exciting is that the song concept came from the conversation that we had on the podcast, and it was just like this full package deal. So I mean, if you're not slumped after the pod today, we'd love to do that with you as well if you're interested. Yeah,
that'd be pretty fun. Yeah, I wonder, like, would we be talking about Zelda, or are we talking about fucking Pokemon?
It was so natural too. Like, they were talking about, like, they were wearing their chains and we're dumb and we're like, oh my god, your bling is cool, and they were like,
yeah, because it had the SPE on it.
Yeah,
usually people just have their chain or whatever. Yeah. You don't necessarily see it.
They had a branded
their
chain,
own logo.
Okay,
so I was like, all right, that's props right there.
Well, these guys also are pretty ahead for their age. Like, they have a merch website. They have the necklaces. They have multiple artists that they're involved with. Like, they just had more in place than I could ever imagine having at that age.
So there's some young cats.
Like, they're young.
19.
I was not as capable at that age of, like, putting together something coherent. But I also feel like, as time goes on, there's more and more internet resources that these people just know how to fucking use effectively.
I asked them about their rap influences growing up, and they said XXXTentacion. So I was like, all right, you're making me feel like an old motherfucker.
Dude,
yeah, dude.
This is like, I'm not like a hype beast.
What if we
I don't
put this down and save the rest for later?
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good, bro. You
I didn't want to hit that again.
I'm not a hype beast. So like when new artists come out and everybody's just like, yo, like this person like is the shit. I take my time to listen to them. Like, I'll listen to the first hot track, just to give it a taste, and I'm just like, it's hit or miss. But I've listened to XXX like thoroughly, and he's really a great artist,
and just a great writer, a great singer. I also think that
they're not the best maybe person in his personal life.
Probably not the best personally, but like, I never judge a person's personal life with their music.
Yeah,
I also that's important because I like listening to Ignition like once a week.
All right, let's not conflate. We're Edgy Day. He's making a joke, folks. He definitely doesn't have that as his wake up alarm.
No, and I think it's also very difficult to discover new music unless you're intentional. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's two ways that I find music, and one of them is the internet throws it at me and it gets stuck in my head, and then I gotta go find the song. Or I like make a conceited effort to listen to my entire Discover Weekly on Spotify and like pay attention and like or dislike, and then in addition to that, I go to those individual artists' page and listen to a few of their songs, or maybe sometimes an album. And it's like, as a person who cares about music, I feel like it's my due diligence. Like, I have to do that to stay
on top of it,
or just to keep an eye on what's there and not keep listening to the same shit, dude. Like, I'll listen to fucking Candy Paint by Post Malone 36 times, and then I'm like, what am I doing to myself?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like eating candy. If you don't find...
Or maybe paint chips.
I could have gone with that. It's just it's an effort to find new good music, and there's so much of it that it's difficult to. You get lost.
I just say don't even try. You know what I mean? I like the music that just Yo, I heard this new track and it just so happened to fall in my lap. Oh wait, it's not new. It's from like 15 years ago. Whatever, man. It's new to me, so I'm here to enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. Everybody's presence, like 25th on the 12th, it's a present. Going dumb like the Bay does. I heard a song like from 12 years.
I gotta find new music, cause every time I find a song, I abuse it. I need my tubes twist, so I can't keep fucking listening.
He needs his tubes tied so this dude can't make a new guy. That would not be cool. I don't want to see a baby from this fool. That would be nice, yo. I don't want to take him to school.
An offspring, I'm often listening to new songs, new beats, and I want to find new artists, new producers, so I can be inspired and do this. Do this. Yeah. Do this. Do this.
I'd like to shout that person out immediately. That was Sidewalk by Pocket Beats.
Sidewalk, that was dope by Sidewalk. That was fire.
There was somebody who had written lyrics to that beat, and that was like the first comment on YouTube. And every time I see that, I try to rap the lyrics that they've written.
Okay, so I'm a victim of literally sitting on YouTube. This guy some random guy. He posted his beats on YouTube and everything. I followed him. And I sat on the comment section and wrote a freestyle to it, and
Yeah.
I'm the only one that can. I'm sure like people are probably like rapping it their own
you're doing
way.
that for the other people like me who are trying to rap the verse that the person's written.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's pretty basic, and you can't really miss it.
Right.
Like they're just doing A-B rhyming.
Right.
But sometimes these dudes will just be not even starting new sentences. It'll just be one long. Then I'm just like, oh, those are the ones I like. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm
When
like,
when does the rhyme end?
yeah. What did
Right.
this dude mean to rhyme? Like I don't really know where to do it.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
just funny to me.
Man.
Yeah.
I just don't see how that gains them any clout. You know, it's like
No, it's
I
just
think
fun
it's
to
just
do.
for
I
the
think.
love.
Yeah.
I did it just because I'm like, yo, this beat is tight. I love this beat. Like,
It'd be fun to see some hater comments like on the,
This verse sucks.
Yeah, like
imagine it's just like how
fucking the beat's tight, but this writer needs to give up.
this commenter needs to stop commenting.
this verse is mid.
I think it's funny that you could still dislike shit on YouTube, but I don't think it quantifies it. You know what I'm saying?
It's like it's kind of like fuck, I can't think of a good.
I like
word.
knowing that shit has been disliked.
Well,
I'm like,
I
well,
do
no,
too.
they want you to think that the people that made the video are gonna see it by still including it, but then they just hide it from the people that see it. Although it would be nice if like maybe your video gets a ton of dislikes, if YouTube gives you a message and be like, hey, your video's being
Maybe
highly
you should-
maybe you should change
disliked.
what you're doing.
Maybe you need to. We won't tell you how many dislikes, but we just want you to know it's a lot. That's why we're messaging you.
That's probably
Have
worse.
you ever seen a video with more dislikes than likes?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of like rap songs
Yeah.
out there that are
Okay.
just ass. I imagine that new game Eminem diss probably has more dislikes.
Oh, what do you
than
think about
likes.
that? Have you heard
I
that?
haven't heard that.
It's brutal,
bro.
dude.
If,
I mean,
we play it for you, but it's 10 minutes and 52 seconds.
You couldn't
long,
you couldn't
so-
even get the gist of it in 3 minutes. Like it's such an extensive.
There's like 3 skits in it.
Yeah, dude, like-
and it basically plays like an Eminem tribute track because he mimics Eminem's flows and he basically shouts out every single one of his albums, like doing. Like referencing lyrics from his songs that are like deep cuts almost. That you'd be like,
No, not
you
everybody's
like Eminem. You
Yeah, yeah.
listen to him. That's why you would know this. Like,
What?
it's
I don't
it's
even.
bizarre.
It's totally weird because like once you think about it, this grown man invested tons of energy into quote unquote dissing someone, and that in itself is flattering.
Yeah,
like-
and it's weird because he kind of like sucks.
I would
like,
love for somebody to diss
Dude,
me right now.
the game. I
maybe
don't know.
our next freestyle will have to be a teriyaki diss.
Like, I would love
I don't know.
that.
I don't know if you're a fan of the game. I personally think he's a loser, and obviously,
Here's the thing: he's not a bad rapper.
He's
I've-
not.
He's got some good
But
ass
The
tracks.
game is really a great rapper.
Yeah, and
I
he's
thi-
makes some really good music.
But I don't like his person. Like every
he is
song,
a corny dude.
Yeah.
And he fucking beat a woman, and that's why he has no money now and has to go resort to fucking making Eminem disses.
I just don't think
and-
I don't
and
think
doing
he's
that
very
shit.
self-aware,
It's a call for
and
attention.
in every song he's constantly shouting out Biggie and Tupac. Like won't shut up about the fact that he was part of that era slightly, and I'm
Right.
just like, dude, I get it. Just like evolve. I'm done listening.
This is
to
how
this.
dumb the game is, and despite how like decent he is at making music, he beat up a contestant on his MTV reality show like he wasn't gonna face any repercussions for
Right.
that. And now he owes her $7 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
And she owns his record label.
Owns it.
And
It's
it's like,
hers.
what a fucking idiot. And it just seems like he has so many L's. Why would you want to go... First of all, why would you want to go after Eminem? I don't think Eminem's going to respond.
No.
The-
Eminem is probably like, oh, thanks.
yeah, because that's what it plays like. It plays like a tribute track. So it probably is going to be like
Eminem
that.
probably feels bad for him, dude. Like
Yeah.
you listen to that shit and you think about like what he's going through financially. You're like, dude, this guy is really falling.
Yo, but Loki, he deserves it. That dude is a nerd bitch, and I can't believe he ain't swerving to a different direction. That's right. Yo, he should have not hit that bitch that night.
I'm the game and I used to fucking run through LA, fucking West Side. Yo, yeah, you know,
It's real.
Biggie and Pac. Yeah, every day I fucking remember when I was locked.
This is not a game, boy. This the game, boy. Let you know I'm a beast that you can't tame, boy. Oh, let me get louder. Smoking on louder. I'm not louder. A little quietly, silent. Don't want to get violent. Hitting no woman, but I'm showing my wings, I'm fly. Hey, this is the game, and that
If they call me the game, I just took an L. That's too bad, man. I hate Eminem as well. Is that how I do this now? I gotta diss Eminem and maybe get loud.
Yo, my publicist told me I should diss Eminem.
Eminem.
Didn't give me a kiss.
Eminem.
My publicist told me to diss. That
Yeah,
feels good.
yeah. I don't know if I can expand that much more on the game Eminem
Well,
diss.
so I enjoyed the Eminem 50. I'm sorry, the Game 50 era. Like, hate it or love it.
Yeah.
Like that version.
You know, 50 Cent wrote a lot of the game's music.
Yeah, he
for him.
did.
Mhm.
He did.
That makes total sense because 50 is an amazing writer and,
Yeah.
and singer and artist and person and like.
I don't know about person.
Well, he's. I meant to say his public persona is
Personality.
Funny. He's
I
like
funny.
it.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm a big fan of Eminem, and because of that, I'm a big fan of 50 Cent. It's like they go hand in hand. And 50 Cent was so much bigger than the game ever was.
Yeah.
So like, the game sort of peppered in with primarily 50 Cent as a writer. That was kind of like D12 for 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
on the game's biggest album, which was the documentary, I think. He has a track with 50 Cent and with Eminem on the same album. So he was locked in. Well, I wonder if he discussed this with Eminem beforehand. He was like, yo, I'm gonna drop the corniest diss track of all time against you. It's gonna make MGK look like he shouldn't have left rap music. And I just want to get your permission. Here's the thing. I won't actually ever say anything. The worst thing I'm going to say about you is that you're appropriating black music, which you already did on yourself 20 years ago. So no one's even going to give a shit about that.
You've already addressed
That's
it.
That's gonna be the worst thing I'm going to say. Oh, and I'm going to say your music doesn't get played in clubs, which I know you don't care about because you're a grown-ass man.
And I'm going to reference the song Stan while acting like a Stan.
All three of my skits are going to be Stan-related. And so it's really just going to put more eyes on you, Em. And Em is like,
Terry,
who's this new phone?
You really need to go listen to this. I mean, just because of how much we've talked
Here's
about
the thing. I got to pee. Maybe we
Let's do that,
we
yeah.
take a break.
I
We
do
listen to
gotta
the diss.
pee.
Hit him with
All
the
right.
Chris.
Gotta take it.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
So we just listened to 7 minutes of the game's diss on Eminem. We couldn't make it through the whole thing. It's too long and bad.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
You got any what first take? Let's hear it, Terry.
You know what? Honestly, like you guys said, it's he's doing a tribute.
Yeah.
He's rapping like Eminem. He's going through the different styles of all of his best songs.
He's rapping better than he usually does as himself.
Right.
Like, by imitating Eminem, he is becoming better.
Right. And,
In my opinion.
And I'm pretty sure Eminem's response when he heard this was like, oh, wow, thanks.
It has to be. Or they have some sort of like agreement beforehand or whatever. I think he has this one line that kind of bugged the shit out of me.
Is it the one where he tries to diss Royce?
It's not a diss against Royce. He's giving Royce. He's saying that Royce is good in a roundabout way, but it is that line because he talks about rolling around in a Royce with 5 9s. You already get it at that point. He doesn't have to say the next line and mention Royce the 5 9.
Oh yeah, he's ruining
like,
the joke.
Anyone it's way more clever if he had just left it there.
Right there.
But then he goes and he puts a hat on a hat with that second line and it fucks it up. I think it's like I'm rolling in a Royce with 5 9s while you're pretending to be the white Royce the 5 9. And I get he wants to insert another Eminem diss in there.
Yeah.
But it would have landed better, been more clever if he had found some way to make it like, because I think he was rolling in a white Royce with 5 9s.
Right.
You could have left it at that, and people would have made but like the clever people that I assume he wants to reach with his miracle shit. Man, that line sucks.
I mean, he doesn't really. Yo, the game trying to be deep. And we just fucking went over and peeped the MP3 on YT, and it was a no for me.
Yo, I'm the white Slim Shady. That's just how it is, and I might have your baby.
Whoa.
Oh my God, I rap and I'm dissing. Yo, fuck Eminem in his ass, and I won't miss him.
M&M's and Skittles, playing these fiddles. I got plenty of riddles that you can't solve. I'm trying to change, I'm trying to go evolve. Like a Pokemon on first topic. Yeah, you cannot stop it, rock it.
Yo, I feel bad for my boy Eminem and my man Royce. Yo, this dude game making noise, and he did it by choice. Oh, yeah.
The game really should have kept his mouth shut. He shouldn't have gone and said that stuff. Yeah, I don't know why he's trying to act tough. I think he wants to get his algorithm up.
It also is strange how he is. It almost doesn't seem like a diss, but not a tribute. It seems like he's trying to like make a deep song, really. Like
It's almost like some Notice Me Daddy type of, like it's a rebellious teen
I'm your
trying to
biggest
connect
fan.
with his dad or something.
I'm your biggest fan, Slim Shady. Look what I can do.
totally weird.
Yeah, you know, I thought we'd be able to talk about that more, but to be honest, I just had the one thing to say about that stupid Royce line.
I forget, dude. I had another point that I wanted to make about it, and I completely am blanking on it right now. There was another thing that he said where I was like, but yeah, I mean, we talked about how the dialogue in the skits is terrible.
Oh yeah, okay. So, like maybe at the 5-minute mark, they cut. So the song starts with a skit about the game getting into an Uber driver. No. I'm sorry. It starts with Stan's little his nephew or whatever that he gave the starter cap in the song. Stan is now an adult man driving for Uber, and he's on his way to pick someone up, and he's talking to his grandma. It doesn't need to be in the song. It doesn't have anything to do with Eminem or the game. It's literally just a scene of an Uber driver talking with his grandma, being like, yeah, I'll be home soon. It doesn't have anything to do with the story that's about to happen. They should have started with the second skit, which happens about 5 minutes into the song. The Uber driver arrives at the game's house. A perfect way to have maybe started the song.
Right.
But, okay, so they have to reiterate that this dude is an Uber driver by including a bunch of dialogue that a real Uber driver might say to a passenger getting in his car and shit. So he gets in and he's just like, oh, you don't have to wear that mask anymore. People don't care about that. And then he's also like, yo, you want the cell phone charger? It will reach all the way back where you're sitting. It's just pointless dialogue that doesn't need to exist in the song. It's like padding the runtime, which doesn't need to happen. It's already 10 minutes and 52 seconds long.
You know what? I think with the mask thing, and maybe I'm giving the game way more credit than he deserves. He's trying to point out that Eminem's fans are fucking right-wing Nazis.
Maybe, but they also they make the nephew character, I can't remember his fucking name or whatever.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't like Eminem anymore.
Yeah, he's like,
song.
he used to be a rap god.
He used to be a rap god.
You know
That's
what?
a reach though, Dave. But I could see
damn it, he still
the
is.
the connections that you're putting together. Yeah, did you hear his song with Snoop Dogg
Oh,
about
yeah.
NFTs? It wasn't about NFTs, but they had a bunch of it there.
I found that on Twitter. It was freaking hilarious.
It's just that's some old man shit.
Snoop Dogg goes in.
Yeah, that's like
dude.
his craziest rap I've ever heard on a song where they use NFTs in the music video.
I think it's because
he out raps Eminem on that track. I
think it's because he was on a track with Eminem. Do you think Eminem helped him write it?
Maybe,
I feel
don't
like
know.
when you're on a song with Eminem,
You have to bring it.
automatically. You're required to bring your
Yeah.
best.
Once,
100%.
and Snoop's a veteran, like he fucking has bars and
Right.
he's a very adaptable artist.
But Snoop knows himself. Like,
yeah,
I
100%.
want to track with Eminem. Okay. I
there's-
can't bullshit.
There's also different
He did the same thing on. He's got a couple of songs with. Why am I fucking blanking? I'm having a brain fart moment. Nipsey Hussle.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he has some of his best verses he's ever written on those tracks. And I'm like, yeah, he knows, like, I got to come with the real shit
with certain
if I'm
rappers,
be
you
on
have
Nipsey.
to.
Yeah.
You can't get caught lacking, especially if it's your own song, you don't want the feature artist to outshine you.
Yeah, 100%.
true.
I also feel that Snoop Dogg is this staple of like West Coast hip hop, where his vibe is always enough to make him dope, and the bars are just like a bonus.
Right.
You know, like if Snoop kills it, we're like hell yeah, but if he doesn't kill it, we're like, yeah, but Snoop is still here, fucking smoking weed. Yeah, it's like
Snoop.
he gets a pass, and obviously he's one of the greats.
It's still fucking Snoop, man.
It was a little weird in that in that music video where it's Snoop and Eminem, the whole weed smoking aspect of the motherfucking podcast, no song. Yup, I'm on the podcast dead wrong. What you know? Yeah, I'm wearing.
Yeah, they started smoking weed and getting lots of hallucinations, and I was like, I've been thinking that. Pretty sure that Eminem has been sober for a while. I don't even think he smokes weed to give me a smile.
No.
Let me roll up, let me show up. Baby girl, you cute, got a big butt. I'm trying to feel what? I'm trying to feel a cat. I'm trying to get all up in that.
Big booty lady on an Afro beat. That dude Eminem don't smoke weed. He been sober for a million weeks. And yeah, my boy Snoop, he is the breed.
I've been sober for a million weeks, a million years, yo. Been feeling like a geek. I just wanna drink, I just wanna have a smoke. I can't believe that, but I am a joke. When I do that, I fucking embarrass myself. I go out and I fucking damage my health. And I don't know, man. It's just not very well.
That is something that Eminem has done a lot in his career because of getting sober. Like even past the point where he was sober. I mean, like this has been fucking 12 years, I think. He still raps about drugs and like alcohol and violence a lot because of the whole Slim Shady character. And I think it must be very difficult to get sober as fuck and then still try to have that fuck it mentality of rap music. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not cool to be like, yeah, I don't smoke, I'm fucking sober.
Yeah, I agree. He's dipping into like atmosphere territory or something like that at that point. You know?
Well, and there's this one thing that some sober rappers do that I'm not a big fan of, but I mean it makes sense, where they shame people who are fucked up on drugs. And I've heard Royce do it. I've heard Joyner Lucas do it. I've heard people who aren't sober but who are like more put together shame like drug addict rappers, and that feels wrong.
In the game diss, he disses Eminem for his drug abuse that he's already overcome and become sober from. You know what I mean? Like it's an irrelevant diss at that point. Like, if they've been sober for X amount of years, like it's been like what, 10 years?
Like
more than that, I think.
He's shaming him for having been a drug addict before and getting it. That doesn't make any sense.
I feel like that's kind of hypocritical just because of those guys smoke weed. So in a sense, other people look at weed as a drug. So when you smoke weed, you're high off a drug. So some guys, they're like, I go in the studio and I smoke and I make some of my best raps when I'm high and all that stuff. So it's like, you're shaming all of the early artists, that your parents listened to that were high off cocaine and also LSD and made such great songs.
I don't think rap is necessarily like the kindest, most self-aware talk about your feelings music, but I just feel like when sober rappers have dissed rappers who get fucked up, that just feels like they have like this God complex, or it's condescending. It's like, I'm better than you because I'm sober.
It's hilarious to me that there was like a period in rap music recently that almost every rapper was so fucked up. There was a spotlight on a few mainstream rappers that were just so fucked up, and a few of them died from it, and that's probably why it ended. But it's like, how did we get there? Where it's unabashed drug abuse and people are dying from it.
It's that influence. It's that influence in the music.
Well, I think that you also, us people, admire artists who don't give a fuck. They're doing that thing where they're like, oh, I literally do not give a fuck, and I'm doing whatever I want. I'm getting my face tatted, and I'm fucking popping Xans, and I'm doing all this shit. And I think there's something about being in that place that makes you super, like Lil Peep music is super fucking emo and dramatic. But like, like we all sort of relate to it deep down if you're 17 and going through it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you said relate. So I had a conversation with one of my buddies on listening to songs that you don't relate to. So his thing was he doesn't listen to songs that he doesn't relate to. So I'm like, well, a lot of people listen to music for a feeling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not
Makes them
necessarily
feel good, bad,
I'm like,
emotional.
I listen to Pusha T. Pusha T is talking about
Makes you feel like a
cocaine.
gangster.
Yeah. I'm like, I feel like I'm about to go to work and freaking have the best day at work because I'm on my way to make money.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
It evokes
Like,
confidence.
You're right. And I don't relate to Pusha T, but I love his music.
Right, but
Yeah,
you relate to the feeling of like going and getting it. You know what I'm
Going and
saying? Like,
getting it, yeah.
so like you do relate to Pusha T. You don't relate to his
How
specific
he goes and gets
Hell's
it.
and
Exactly.
Right. There you go.
I
You're
think
right.
Although I don't think he's
But
getting
that's-
it that way no more.
That was his thing, though. He was saying, like, a lot of these, like, newer art, like, NBA Youngboy or whoever, like, he relates to them just based off of his lifestyle.
Pusha T recently dropped a pretty prolific diss track. I don't know if you're aware of that. He dissed his old his day one McDonald's in an Arby's commercial. Are you?
So yeah. I saw that. And he has, I learned that Pusha T has royalties with Arby's and his homie on the beat and a song on commercials. Hey McDonald's, fuck you.
Yo, fuck McDonald's, man. Fuck that Ronald, man. I don't give a fuck about his clown ass. Yo, I'm about to go and get me a big ass burger made of fish at Arby's. Yo, it's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Pusha T, and for that reason, I don't ever go to Mickey D's.
Never.
Sometimes I go to Burger King, but primarily Arby's is my fucking thing.
Arby's, they got the meats. Pause. I'm letting y'all know I'm trying to get her draws. Because she was getting the horseradish with her fries. I was like, disgusting, but I like.
Oh my God, nobody's getting horseradish when they're with me. No, not even Tiffany Haddish. I would never get that shit. No, that's bad shit. I don't know, man.
Damn.
Okay, so I remember the first time I went to Arby's and I tried the horseradish. Oh my fucking gosh.
Yeah,
Like,
bomber, nah.
no, nah.
Well, what do you think about wasabi?
I love wasabi.
Okay.
I love wasabi, dude.
Yeah, I agree. There's something different. They put something else in that wasabi.
Yeah.
Whatever makes it green is what makes the horseradish shit better.
Let me just get these producers in. Hypnotized by Villain, Vintage by Piper Beats, You by Black Eagle Beats, and Shake 'Em Up by Balance Cooper.
Yes,
It's
sir.
been a banger in like 2 seconds.
Dude, there's one of these, Sidewalk by Pocket Beats, that is free for profit. I say we record on that and fucking
with
just
it.
put it on
Okay.
YouTube.
I'm with
Yeah,
it.
that'll
Let's
be a
do
good one.
that. Let's
That's
do
what I'm gonna do with the song that we made last week. I'm gonna put it on YouTube, and hopefully it's up by the time you guys listen to this. Tuck Yo Chain, which if you just listen to the end of last week's podcast, it's on there. But that was such a great vibe. I'm fucking hyped that we did that. Go to spdrip.com and buy something and use promo code DOME69420.
SP drip.
Yeah, it was a good time. What were you fucking talking about? I switched real quick.
I don't remember, to be honest. I got a little high off of that blunt.
Yeah,
It is like
pretty faded, man.
I will say though, it was a pristinely rolled little piece. It was not. It was thin, but it was long.
No, yeah, I like
which,
that.
You know, a lot of people like that. It's not a shameful thing.
You get the
if it's thin, if you have the length,
If you still
then
got
some,
it.
you know,
Yeah.
you could maybe fold it in half.
I don't mind if it's short and stocky though. You know, it's
You
like
know,
one
a
of
little
those.
girthy.
You know,
you know?
as long as girth helps, but you might want to be, dating a short woman.
Fuck.
Anyway,
What I was gonna say.
Christ on
you've
a
been working
cross.
on you put out a beat tape recently.
Yes, Mayday.
May Day. I'm looking at it
Yes.
right here. What's your favorite beat on here that we could maybe play for real quick?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Fraudala.
Fraudala.
You have a Zelda beat.
Yeah, that one. Everybody loves that.
By the way, I really like your beat tag.
Thank
There
you.
you go, Terry. Yo, this bangs.
Man. I think real music listeners would recognize the sample.
Man, we need to start using some teriyaki
maybe we use one today.
Yeah, we can.
I'm a big fan of this. No, yeah, that shit is fucking tight, dude.
Thank you.
So, we probably talked about this last time, but we might as well fucking go through it. What are you using primarily as software, and what's your I'm assuming you're ripping some vinyl and something like this, or is it off of YouTube?
FL Studio, off of YouTube. Yeah, I'm just downloading.
Oh hell,
You're not ripping that vinyl?
Nah, man. Nah, bro. It's all.
Miss me with those beats unless you're ripping them straight.
Yeah.
I
off
don't think
of that. You gotta understand it's the texture.
I
folks.
don't think anybody's ever used that terminology. It's so funny that
It's like it's like something that you would you would say if you were a frisbee golfer. You ripping that vinyl? Were you chucking some frizz? You ripping that vinyl?
You ripping that vinyl?
Well, it's funny. Last time your brother was here, we because I have a nice little setup and I got some vinyl, and every now and then I'm like, fuck it, let's just go for a dive and see what happens.
Yeah.
And as corny as it sounds, the process is so meaningful. Like you're just like searching through all the records just to see like what looks good, and then you're just determining what is good based on the cover art.
Right.
Nah,
you're
man,
like,
I just rip it off of YouTube. Get my homie to remove the tag from
my
it
God.
using some magic. I don't know how it works. He gets those tags off, and then I rap.
That shit
I
is
I
usually
wrap my
just,
dick off.
I'll take my time and I'll just roll up some weed, listen to a bunch of like different shit on YouTube, and sometimes I'll if I'm listening to some on Spotify and I hear something, I'll save it and then I'll go home and download the song and then I'll try and pull.
Are you ever at a public place like Shazamming or sound hounding something,
yeah.
and then you're like, I'm gonna go fucking chop
Hell
that
yeah.
up?
Man,
Definitely.
Yeah,
I wasn't
I love
savage.
a fucking sound hound for that shit.
A good sample will lure me into a track. Like what?
Yeah.
Here's the thing: when I'm going through my Discover Weekly on Spotify, I know if a song is good in 15 seconds.
Mhm.
And I'm not saying that
No, I
I'm
feel
a
that.
fucking
I feel that.
genius or a guru, but yo, I could tell by the beginning if I'm gonna fucking make it to the end. I ain't gonna fucking sit here and pretend that the song is tight and you're my friend.
Yo, trust me, if I hear the first 20 seconds of a song, I'm like, yo, that's enough. Yo, I'm gonna
Plenty.
go listen to something else. And I just want to know, is Zelda an elf?
Usually if the beat rock, it's heat rock. I don't know if I need not. Turn the bass up a little, made a little bit of trouble and a little.
I can determine your whole vibe simply by listening to the first 5 seconds of your fucking track, and I can immediately tell you if it's whack.
I'll tell you if it's whack or if it's wet. I just don't want to make a track that I'll regret. I just want a bitch as fat as Boba Fett, and that we can go out and have some good sex.
Good sex, a good text. Hi, good morning, what's next?
Whoa.
Let you know, no Lex, but it's a Honda, no drama. I might meet your mama, okay.
It's
I was confusing Boba Fett with Jabba the Hutt there, but I had to make it rhyme.
You
I
had to
guess
do it.
I can't tell if a song is bad within 15 seconds, but I can tell if it's good within 15 seconds. Like I'll be going through the Discover Weekly, and within 15, 20 seconds, I'll hit the like button because I'm like, oh, this bangs already.
Right.
And then with bad songs, I'm like, all right. And then they play a little longer, and then eventually I'm like, if you've been thinking about it this long, this song sucks.
Right.
And then I just hit next, and then that's how I fucking go through the process.
You know who's making some music now lately? John Hinckley Jr., the man who attempted to assassinate President Ronald Reagan.
Whoa. Oh.
He got out of prison just a year or two ago, and he's actually got quite a following on his little folk guitar music that he plays.
I think you've shown me a video, dude.
How old is
it's
this
not.
guy?
He's old. I think he's like in his 60s.
This dude tried to kill Ring at a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, he tried to shoot him with a pistol. Didn't work, unfortunately. Fuck
Whoa.
that dude. I mean, Ronald Reagan sucks. It would have been wild if he actually got assassinated. You know, they took JFK, but not Ronald Reagan. At least JFK had that like mafia swag. You know what I mean?
JFK got hit in the White House.
Hell yeah. I mean, so did fucking Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
It's been done, but Bill Clinton didn't get fucking Marilyn Monroe. He got a little. Honestly, Monica Lewinsky can get it though. She's
Can't get it.
She's kind of a BBL.
Dude.
No, wait, is that the word? No, it's not. Yeah, it is, right?
BBW.
BBW.
There's this rumor that there's this secret tunnel that they would sneak in Marilyn Monroe.
Whoa.
Well, I think they did that. They exposed that in National Treasure, the secret
Really?
tunnel. Yeah, in National Treasure 2, where they kidnapped the president. I think they escaped through a tunnel under the White House or something. And that's probably the same tunnel that they snuck Marilyn Monroe in to suck off JFK.
That's how me and my girlfriend discuss anal. We was like, are we gonna go in the secret tunnel tonight?
We're gonna go in the secret tunnel under the White House. He calls her the White House.
If I come to the back door, are you gonna open?
And let me into the secret tunnel.
What's another good politically motivated euphemism for having butt sex?
Drone strike.
Oh,
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
do a reverse drone strike in the southern hemisphere. I'm gonna tax that ass. I don't know.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I really don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there.
What's the state of emergency? Like when you have like the military takes over.
I know nothing, man. I'm a dumbass.
No, isn't there like some?
It's called a martial law.
Martial law.
On that ass.
Martial
Know what I'm
law.
saying, guys? Know what I'm saying?
I was hoping that when I thought of the term, there would be something there.
More like fartial law.
Fart
That's
shall
rough.
law.
You fart
That's
out of
tough.
your ass, bro.
And analytical law.
Okay.
Analytical.
I'm gonna
analyze your rear.
I'm 9/11.
I'm going to enter you.
Twin Towers in your ass. In that ass.
That's how it's ended every single time the last 3 times.
Well, you know.
I guess what we're talking about. You use Fruity Loops. You go on YouTube.
Yeah.
You fucking just rip that shit.
It's
What
just
about
good, man.
what about the writing process? Like, are you writing to your own beats, or are you mostly like buying beats that you write over later?
I only write to my own stuff, man.
Only? Oh
if
yeah,
it's-
I remember you saying this last time.
Yeah, like I recently did a song with one of Razor's producers, Bossa Nova. It's called I forgot, but it's on my SoundCloud.
It's on YouTube. Oh, it's on your SoundCloud. Okay.
Yeah. I just rap on my own stuff.
Because to me, for example, I find that sometimes other producers are more honed in. So like, I eventually think to myself, well, I'm probably gonna make a better song if I outsource the production part to this other person.
And the writing, and
Yeah.
maybe get someone else to perform it. And
New Beginnings. That's the name of the song. New
Oh,
Beginnings.
okay.
New
And it's on
Beginnings.
SoundCloud.
It's on SoundCloud. But
Oh,
yeah, I Razor, he sends me beats. I have a couple of songs that I have done for over his beats. Yo, got some Razor beats and they really neat. I'm about to let you know I'm making moves real discreet, like a ninja, camouflage in the woods. I'm about to get all the goods, and you know what's hood.
I'm like a motherfucking ninja. Do you fucking get it, bruh? I can't be stopped when I'm using FL. I'm about to cast a spell. Shit.
I'm a motherfucking ninja, yo. I'm playing Ninjago on the Nintendo.
Damn.
And you don't know, man, I smoke Indo. And if it's too loud, I blow it out the window.
Out the window, outside, bro. Blowing a lot of that weed, yo. A lot of tree, like the wind blows in the breeze. And then my friends go, yeah.
Shout out to Pyro. That's a good beat.
That
And
was
I-
heat.
Heat, like a fire. Like, I wonder if he named himself Pyro because of, because of how how that beat is.
The amount of
maybe-
heat rock.
It's gonna blow your mind. His name is Harold.
Okay.
Harold.
So was that just a
The person sounds like they're saying it like this. Harold.
Okay, wow, I hate that. It's like that,
So it's
that
under-
weird little gold dress, blue dress thing that was going around Facebook.
To be fair,
Okay.
he is Latino, so I think Harold is how you pronounce it in Spanish.
Harold.
If you're gonna make music in America, you should speak American.
Harold. Your name is Harold, sir, over here.
I wish
But
I
I
was.
Sorry,
respect
it's
you.
not.
I respect
Harold.
you, so I'm going to say Harold. Harold.
Okay, yeah, you know what you got.
Harold.
I almost so. Never mind.
What the hell just fucking
Oh,
happened?
shit. Sidebar.
My boy just had a fucking seizure.
I was going to be like, is it respectful to say their name in the accent? But no, obviously not.
So I have this weird thing where when people come and talk to me in their accent, I respond in their accent.
Yeah.
It's like my brain just like clicks and they're like, okay, talk like that too. And I'm just like, why do I do this?
Well, no, I think humans.
Oh my god,
humans
man! I
in-
think I feel that as well because I was when I was at my Japanese friend's wedding, we had a tea ceremony, and I had to fight the urge to like be like domo arigato when they gave me their shit, and also say it in a Japanese accent and whatnot. And you know what? I don't think that there is necessarily anything wrong with that.
No,
It's not.
You're like trying to connect and communicate in
Right.
what feels natural to
Because-
them.
But because of
Honestly-
the fucking like
Trying to sound like them helps say what they like. It helps speak in that language. It like
yeah,
pronounce and
it's just so
enunciate.
often misused and whatnot that
Yeah.
it's not worth the risk. You
I
know
also
what
think
mean?
it's your like ape brain being like, I want to feel like I belong. I
Yep,
want to belong
100%.
with.
I wanna feel like I relate.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
like you're trying to just adapt to the situation. If you move to fucking England, in fucking 6 years, your accent will be different. You might not be full on British, but you're gonna say different words. You're gonna say different things. Like whenever
Right.
I speak with people from Latin America, Mexico, or whatever, I inevitably start to use different Spanish words because it's just a better way of communicating with this person specifically. Like they are going to understand me better if
Right.
I adapt to
Right.
what they say.
Exactly.
No.
It's
no.
like-
I
it's
mean,
just-
you're right.
I guess an accent doesn't necessarily, but an accent usually comes with different vocabulary as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
British people say bin and fucking rubbish.
I remember like there was a lot of importance when I was in a Spanish class of you gotta roll that R. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I almost feel like it's easier to roll the R if you're also kind of doing a Spanish accent or
Yeah.
a Mexican accent or whatever the case may be.
No, yeah, it's definitely one of the
It
biggest things about learning a language is learning the accent.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that we are conflating accent and inflection in this.
Oh.
Because accent is where it dips into maybe you're making fun of them, whereas inflection is, I think I've been meaning to say inflection the
Okay.
entire time. Because it's
You're just like bowing
I'm
every
also
time you say
I'm also
anything.
totally just trying to undig myself. Right
No,
now.
I think you're fine, dude. I
Well-
think it's cool. I like whenever people try.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
If you're doing it well, I'm probably into it. If you're doing it poorly, it's cringe. Yo, it's like saying funny stuff. If it's funny, then everybody is erupting and they're excited and they got their hand on their belly. They're like, yo, that shit's funny. But if it's not,
Yo, that's a side splitter, bro. A real knee slapper. I can't believe I'm about to die from all this laughter. I'm coughing and spitting. I laughed so hard I started shitting and squirting. I'm missing.
I'm speaking Spanish, English, French. Y'all already know I'm ballin', not bench.
Damn.
Y'all already know I got the hot stench. That's that weed, man. It's worldwide, man.
oh my god, my boy TERRYaki smells. And he about to cast a spell. And I guarantee that it's swell. And he probably do it in
Abracadabra. I'm about to
Nab ya.
there we go. I'm about to grab you,
Yeah.
kidnap you, and take you down and eat your fucking ass.
No, that's the thing. If you speak a sentence of a different language well, then the person's like, oh.
Yeah.
But if you like, you've seen those videos on TikTok of like a white dude speaking perfect Chinese in China, and then the Chinese people are like, "Whoa, incredible!" This white.
How do you know the language of my people?
Yeah, but if you try to speak with the person and you do it poorly, then it's like, come on, dude, you're fucking wasting everybody's time.
How'd you like if little Oriental kids were making fun of you?
Your African was pretty good. I like that. That was a good accent.
I have a lot of African customers, so like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Please take my.
This
check.
is around in Inglewood.
Yeah.
Bro, when I worked in Carson, there was a bunch of Africans too.
Yeah, it's like they're in that Carson to South Central Inglewood, like sort of area. A lot of Africans.
And you vibe with the Africans?
Yeah,
or?
they're pretty cool. Some of them are assholes.
Dude, I'm glad you said it.
No, like some of them are assholes.
You ain't black.
Some of them are assholes. It's like no disrespect, but you know,
Which makes sense. Like a lot of people, most people are assholes.
Yeah.
I guess maybe that's the wrong way to look at life.
like I have this one guy.
All right,
We never talk. He comes and he hands me his check. I deposit it.
And he
his
just
receipt,
never
and
says
just
it.
leaves.
Is he like on the phone and doesn't look at
Nah,
you?
he
What?
just comes.
What's he wearing?
He's always wearing like a button up, like a type of.
Oh,
dress
he's
shirt.
not like in an African garment.
Like
You mean-
he's
Yeah, that would be wild. They're all dressed like they're straight out of
Traditionally,
Wakanda.
yeah.
straight out of Wakanda. Face
I
paint.
wish I could dress like that. Like that is way more. That looks way more comfy. You just got a fucking robe on.
Bone through your nose or something.
Nah, that's a lot.
No, that's too much.
Tribal, fool.
I'm freaking super tribal.
Is your family's not like first, second, third generation? Like, where's your family from?
From LA, from as far as I know. My father's from Chicago.
Okay, your mom's family's been in LA for multiple generations.
Yeah, from what I know, I know as far as like my great grandmother who grew up in Oceanside, San Diego area, and then my grandmother moved out this way, lived in LA.
So
all her life.
SoCal for forever.
Yeah. My grandfather, he lives in Northern California, Sacramento area.
Bro, I don't even know. That's the only place in California that's more expensive than LA. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
it's
dude.
Freaking ridiculous, and I love it up there, dude.
Yeah,
It's-
I like Tahoe. I go up to Tahoe.
Tahoe's
Fucking
beautiful, bro.
Is that nearby?
Like
Tahoe's like 6
Tahoe.
hours from here.
Yeah,
Oh.
but it's
Damn.
beautiful over there, dude.
It's like a vacation spot, or it's like a
Yeah.
tourist city.
yeah,
Like you go there in the winter to ski, and you go there in the summer to like hike. It feels like a Colorado vibe. They got casinos there. I fucking last time I went to Tahoe, hit up the casino. I didn't lose, but I didn't win. Like I left with some money, but I had lost all my money. And then towards the end, when I was like, I'm all in, I won a bunch of it back.
Hey,
and
well,
it,
you know what they say. You know, you just got to make it back.
just gotta make it
break.
back.
If you break even, then you got to leave.
it,
Man.
Yeah,
it felt good.
definitely.
It was just as good as winning.
What were you doing? Like just slots, or are you playing poker? Or
No,
what's
so
the
this is
deal?
the first time I went to like tables.
blackjack.
I don't know
Craps?
what I played, dude.
You don't know what you played?
One of them they were throwing the dice across the thing like Chris
Okay,
Tucker
like
in Rush
craps.
Hour 2. Okay.
I think that was craps,
So
right?
I lost some craps, and then I think I did blackjack, and then you have to like be like hold.
What's the line from Rush Hour 2 about? He wants a certain amount of chips.
$500 chips.
Oh, was it 500?
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, everybody at the table got 500 jills, and the black man got a nickel. I got a nickel. Yeah, you know me. I'm fucking fickle. Yeah, I'm frugal when I'm spending in the rural. Yeah, you know I'm in the city like a poodle.
Thank you, God, yo. Oh my God, yo. I'm Chris Rock, yo. What you want? Oh, Rush Hour 2 is very important to me, and it's very important to you. And you know I love the movie. Hey.
Out in Vegas blowing big chips. Got bitches with some nice faces, nice lips, woody thick hips. Riding down the Vegas Boulevard in my new car. Gotta go home, yeah, you know it's off.
Yeah, I'm Chris Tucker, and I pulled up to the motherfucking casino. Yeah, you know me and 100 bitches got out the El Camino. Yeah, it's super exciting, and you can't fucking stop me. Every single day on the table, yeah, I'm acting really fucking cocky. Ooh.
And I'm eating some Takis. Yo, yeah, I'm going over here. And I don't know, I'm walking. Okay.
Speaking of gambling, I feel like it's 2022, and
It is.
when it comes to gambling, it should be more broad.
It already is. You're gambling almost every day.
It's insane that you can gamble online. That is dangerous.
And like all these like phone apps have like gambling to an extent, like loot boxes,
Right.
loot crates or whatever. All these games that it's not even like phone app specific, but like on PlayStation and shit. You can buy these things like called loot boxes for whatever game you're playing,
Right.
but you don't know what's in it. You're paying like $1 to X amount of dollars. Some of them get pretty expensive, and the item is random, and
Right.
it might just be like a uniform or whatever, and it's technically gambling.
Yeah.
No, it's weird. And also the fact that you could go play poker online right now and spend 20 grand.
Yeah.
Like you could go, the fact that you have access to gambling from the privacy of your home, it makes it such a more dangerous vice. And
I would just assume it's rigged too. If you're doing that shit online, like why wouldn't it be rigged?
Right. Right.
right. Nobody can hold them accountable.
Right.
And also, gambling is the only thing that I've seen where at the place where they sell the thing, they also are promoting the rehab for it.
Right.
Like you'll see the sign for a casino, and right below it, it'll say 1-800-GAMBLER. Like if you need help because you have a gambling problem, call this number.
It's like how on a Bud Light it says please drink responsibly. You know?
It's more like if on a Bud Light they had the phone
You're
number
right.
for
It's
AA.
like, it's like on a pack of cigarettes. They're like, warning, this will kill you.
It is way more like the cigarette thing.
Well, but
like in certain places they will show like pictures of like a dead baby fetus or like
Right.
black
on
lungs.
on the pack of
Yeah.
cigarettes, it's not literally showing you a referral business. They're not like, go to this other business to cure our problem.
Well, no, but they're still implying that their shit causes major problems.
That's
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying, that they'll like have on the back a picture of a dead person's
No,
lungs.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and,
just funny that you can go to a casino and it's like, hey, if you have a hard time because of being here, call this number.
They should have like a picture of like a bloated dude watching TV on a Bud Light. You know what I mean? Like this might be your life if you drink too much of this.
way too much. Like, you
Damn.
know.
I mean, Bud Light's probably one of the more sustainable ones. If you drank these all day, you'd get way more bloated.
Man, I remember like working until like 4 p.m. and then coming home and drinking beer and like falling asleep on the couch and shit. That shit is so depressing to me. Like just falling asleep while watching something is
Well, no,
dark.
I think
it's a dark thing. I don't know why. In my mind,
no,
it's dark.
I think the dark thing is like thinking about having to drink beer.
I don't
Like
know,
you didn't.
you wake up and there's still something playing, or maybe it's stopped because it's over, and you're like, "Oh my god! Like, what time is it? What has happened?
Yeah.
Is it? Am I Methuselah right now?"
That was my life when I was working like 2 jobs, bro, and like I would get like a 6-pack of Bud Light Platinum. And
Oh,
just
those are the
go
heavy hitters
home
right there.
and just like down like 2, roll a blunt, watch fucking YouTube videos.
2 Bud Light Platinums in your turn.
But bro, I would go through the whole 6.
You're a heavy hitter.
That's
dude.
crazy.
I
No,
would
no,
go-
I would drink a lot as well, and it would put you down.
Dude,
Yeah.
you brought me back. Like the Bud Light Platinum was my beer of choice the last like 2 years of college. Like that was what I was going to.
I was getting that faithfully.
It's dude, I'm craving it now.
I went through a weird. There was a weird point where I was liking like those nasty sweet beers. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm drinking some blueberry lager. I don't know why, man. I'm feeling weird. I wanna down it. Oh my god, I've been clowned about my beers that I be drinking around. Hey.
Bud Light Platinum, I'm the captain of this. Oh, let me roll and brag. You already know I'm the best. Oh yes, no matter what.
How you doing, girl? Let me get you a Bud Light Platinum.
Hey.
Every day, yeah, my Visa card, you know it's platinum.
Hey.
And I only fucking use the Magnums, but they're too big. I wish my dick was too thick.
All these Bud Light Platinums in my life. I need a wife who drinks Platinums all right, all night. I just wanna drink Platinums and maybe get my mind right. Yeah, I wanna watch some WWF tonight.
After night, after date.
Dude, I wanted to ask you, what's up with those open mics you've been doing?
Bro, okay, so shout out to Dude on Mic and Political Garbage. My brother,
At Political Garbage.
Is this
Yeah.
out of
At
Long
Dude
Beach?
on Mic.
Or is this in LA?
It's in Long Beach. It's off of what's that? Delamo and Cherry. They have
Okay.
like a little studio setup area. They got like a stage. They have like 2 stage areas. It's a nice little little setup, man. And
can anybody pull up or what is it?
yeah, they just DM Political Garbage at Political Garbage. Let him know that you want to perform on their open mic Mondays, and he'll put you down. And usually it's a good turnout. Like a lot of good, a lot of good networking.
You're getting to put your reps in. Are you gonna be there this Monday?
No, not this Monday. The following Monday. I got a couple of songs I want to put together.
I would let me know because I'll reach out next Monday because I'd love to come through and see you do your thing, but also maybe meet some people.
You've been doing it religiously, like you.
Well, he's been there a couple weeks.
I was going when I first found out about it. I went 4 weeks straight.
Yeah, we did some shit like that when we were first linking up and making some music. We started going to this hookah lounge that had an open mic, and we started becoming like the regulars, sort of. And we would always go up, and people would recognize us. But then after a while, we kind of were like, "Fuck, dude! This is." I don't know, man. Do we want to be the regular guy here or whatever?
When I was also using it as like social currency, like I was trying to see girls and I was trying to get attention by performing. I wasn't like improving my craft by showing up there. I was getting stage time, quote unquote.
But how's the art there? Like, are the people talented? Because there was I think a lot of what our negative feelings towards that those open mics was that like there was a lot of corny ass shit going on, and our shit was corny too. We were like real young and still like,
and I still thought I was better than everybody else.
Yeah, we were believing in God and shit, and so we were performing some corny ass shit. So that's probably what we're mostly ashamed of is that aspect of it. But like.
There's a mixture of artists trying to just get their music out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One, it's good to get stage time. Like you get practice.
A lot of guys that I networked with, it was their first time performing. And they had some pretty dope songs. You know what I mean? So it was cool to talk with those people. There's a few people where I feel like they could have chose a different song, because like
can you like bring a way to play your?
He's performing over beats.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, you can send him a track, like he'll drop you his email.
That's already a step above what
I'm trying to do that. I might go do a song or two if they'll let me do it.
Yeah, and what was cool is when I first went, they were doing a green screen and they were doing it live on YouTube, so everybody was.
So they're streaming it.
Yeah, they were streaming it, and then this most past time they did it on their stage in front of the DJ, and they were able to. I sent in like some fun facts about myself, and they posted them along the video and stuff while I did my performance. So. It was pretty dope.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm really into that. Well, yeah, I'd love to come see you next time and fucking meet some people. Try to get the next guest.
Yeah, we might as well. As long as it's not too much of a drive.
Well, he said it's in Long Beach.
Well, I was just making a funny. If it's in Long Beach, of course we'll be there, sunny. I just want to see my dude performing for that money. Or wait, it's an open mic, but whatever. He's having fun, D.
Having fun, do it on the run. Taking all the shots, no gun on the run. Yeah, I'm the sun, keep the heat on me. Yeah, they don't want to be me, homie. Be themselves.
Yo, as long as the commute ain't too far, I'ma be there in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, I'm minute. When it comes to the things that I do, I like fruit.
I don't leave the house a lot, but if I has a reason, I might hop on a yacht and go over there to fucking Catalina. We'll have a wine mixer and watch some tennis.
Watch some tennis, sipping Guinness. No pretenders, we are for real. I do conceal all of the still, and I'm for real. Yeah.
Woo! Sipping Guinness, playing tennis with a bitch who like fitness.
Fitness, okay. I'm a finesse my way in with my penness.
With my penness. Wow. Into her mouth like a dentist.
Whoa!
Hell yeah!
All right,
dude.
this is no longer a family show, folks.
What do you guys think? What concept is at the forefront of the song that we're gonna make?
Oh man, well, I don't know. We talked a lot about Mario Kart, but we already did a Mario Kart cover like 2 weeks ago.
We can't do Mario Kart. We talked about Pokemon.
I could see some.
We talked about ripping vinyl.
Okay, maybe we rip some vinyl. That's gonna take a long time though.
It won't take that long.
If we make
it won't take that long. If we just fucking, it would take long.
We're making a beat kind of. But I mean, we do have a professional here with us,
right? But we could also just grab something he's already made.
Well, that's true, but only if it's ripping vinyl, right?
Ripping vinyl.
He don't rip vinyl, dude. He just he rips
rip
YouTubes.
I rips tubes.
rip tubes.
Well, okay. Well, I don't know. What
we call it all day after the beer.
Okay,
Ooh,
yeah, we
day.
did have some all day IPAs.
All day.
Ripping vinyls all day. I just don't know how you make a song about that. The tuck chain one it almost fell into our laps.
That was
from
killer.
God. That was
fell into our shirts.
Yeah, that was an easy way to. I could write another tuck your chain song right now.
What about how do those people make money at the fucking at this venue? Do they sell like alcohol or do they have?
They
merch?
have a weed vendor there with a $5 table. $5 grams, $5 edibles.
Well, I didn't expect that.
So they host vendors, and I'm assuming the vendors pay to be there.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
And then they have this dope ass fucking. It's like I'm gonna just say it's like a personal fucking tent, and like you can get zipped into it, and then they open up like this little side hole or whatever, and
the glory hole.
We've been there.
And
that's my side hole. That's what I call the chicks on the side.
They blow smoke in there, so it's like a
it's a hot box.
Yeah,
that's crazy,
and they just like blow like hell. Like, dude, I thought I had the video on my phone. I was gonna show you guys, but
no, that's not. What about
awesome?
What about your brother? Is he gone there with you, or
he went and he shot some footage of my first time, but. The past few times I've just been going solo just to go and, do my thing and network with different people and, show face and show love and shit.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think we got one beat left. I got a piss. Should we do a piss and then we'll do a wrap up?
Wrap it up. Hitting with the Chris. That beat's going to come in hot.
Be right back. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we've got like seconds before this beat comes in. But so I don't know, like what are we gonna rap about, you guys?
You were talking about.
Well, should we make this next beat the TERRYaki diss?
Ooh.
He wants to get dissed so bad. I'm shitting on TERRYaki, yo. This dude, I would never let him be on my hockey team. Cause he doesn't look like he could skate very well, honestly.
Yeah, look, my name's Terry. I love Dragon Ball Z. Oh, I'm so cool, B. You can't come at me when I got these fucking Super Saiyan things.
What can I say about myself? I'm really poor. I don't have wealth.
What can I say?
Like Pokemon, potion health. Let you know that I'm really self.
Yeah, he likes Pokemon. I don't know about that shit. Yo, you know what? Pokemon, you know what I'm saying, man? Pokemon, damn, you don't understand.
Pokemon, more like poking, not interested. Please, I want to fist the kid.
Okay.
What the fuck I'm saying, bitch?
I'd be going hard, spitting flame like Charizard, and I'd be Beauregard.
We went a little off the rails with that one there, my man.
I couldn't. The rhyme was so perfect. I think what did I say? Interested in fist the kid. It felt perfect.
Hey, you know what? It was in the freestyle. You got to excuse it. Sometimes the rhymes just pop into your brain, and you just got to say them. I'll admit that I've said some pretty heinous shit in the freestyle as well.
We've all said some shit in the freestyle.
Oh my god, that rhyme!
But I do have to. I want to distance myself from David here and be like, I don't condone what he said. I think he might not be on next week's episode. Is what I'm trying to say.
That's probably the best rhyme that's been spit on this podcast.
I think this is like the first time you'll ever be canceled, right?
No, I mean there's nothing to cancel me from. So, what are they going to pay me less money than $0?
Yeah, actually, they could take money from you.
Take money?
You could be fined.
No, dude, they can't take money.
If you're in the NBA, that's a hilarious job that you can get fined.
You can.
I think
that's weird.
Well, I think it's because it's broadcast. I think that's when you hit with some fines, is if you do some shit on TV that you're not supposed to do.
Yeah,
which is weird because it's not like they're mic'd up.
Because it's like accidentally a kid can hear it, and then oh my gosh, my child heard LeBron James say fuck.
It's not just that. It's the organization is paying millions of dollars to these people. They sure as hell are going to be like, here are the guidelines that we want you to follow.
Yeah.
Like,
if I was paying someone millions of dollars, I would want them to be
this
my
is how
slave.
this is how you behave.
Right.
And when it comes to representing us,
Yeah.
like,
and if you step out of bounds, we're going to take a large chunk of what we've given you out.
We're gonna take money.
It'll be a $50,000 fine if we see you mouth the words "fuck"
yeah,
on
But
television.
I think it's funny that Marshawn Lynch is always doing those fucking press conferences, and he's like, I'm just here so I don't
Dude,
get
did you
fined.
see the video of him getting pulled out of his car? He was drunk. in
No.
Vegas.
Oh, he was fucking lit.
Yeah, dude was like crashing into shit. And,
Oh,
like,
that's crazy.
freaking police pulled
Dude,
him over.
how are you that wealthy and successful and not able to just say, I'm going to get an Uber Comfort?
not a
I'm
good
going to get
look.
an Uber. Like, I'm going to get the best Uber.
Dude, he fucked his car up. One of his cars didn't, like, one of his tires didn't have the tire on there.
Dude, that's a.
God, he was on the rim.
He was on the rim.
Christ,
I don't think that person's
Marshawn,
just. I don't think
just,
that. I don't
just
think
eat
that.
the Skittles and don't answer questions, man.
I don't think that person's just drunk. That person's in a bad place, bro.
Right.
Like I would.
It would have been funny if they did the breathalyzer and he wasn't drunk, but then they look in the back seat and there's just a million open bags of Skittles, and he's going through some sort of diabetic, like psychopathic
Wow.
like episode.
That's actually the case his attorneys are making.
He's like blacked out on Skittles. Like,
Oh yeah,
and it's all the different flavors, sour.
Dude,
Dude, they put him on the
tropical.
stand. Good luck getting anything out of
Yeah.
him. This is
Right.
my Marshawn Lynch going on trial
Yeah.
bit. You know what I mean? Mr. Marshawn Lynch. What do you have to say about the allegations
I'm
against
just
you?
here so I don't get fined.
There we go. That's what I like. Teriyaki.
And-
David would have been. David
I-
would have gone off of some other. He would have said some other shit. You said the line.
I was gonna.
I'm gonna replace David with you.
I was gonna jump on that after he says that. His attorney goes, "What he means is that he pleads the fifth, Your Honor."
That's pretty good.
There we go. If you wouldn't been fucking a piece of
Nah,
judgmental
it wasn't-
shit, I would have jumped in and fucking contributed.
You're right. You're right. I was attacking you for no reason. I concede to that, and I apologize.
Yeah, it's funny.
We were talking about anime for a second. We've been talking about anime. I think the last time you were here, we dug deep into anime. I want to hear your thoughts on manga. Let's dig a little deeper than
manga.
just anime.
Are you a reader?
And here's some mangas. Do you?
love manga?
Okay. Now I want to hear your opinion about a very specific manga that is my personal favorite. Are you a fan of the stylings of Junji Ito?
No.
Not heard of that dude. Okay. He does horror anime. You might have seen one of his comics making the rounds of internet, where it's about a group of people that are drawn into walking into these tunnels that are shaped exactly like themselves, and they just walk into a mountain. And fuck, dude, I thought for sure you would know who Junji Ito is.
No.
Oh, you know
Tell
what?
me more. Tell me more.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pull up some of his art. You talk about some of your favorite mangas, because you obviously have some shit to say on
You
the
want me to
topic.
Google it?
Well, I have a couple.
Yeah,
of,
shit, yeah. Just look. No, JUNJI. Yeah, there it is, right there. First result. This dude is an OG.
Oh,
His most
shit.
famous is the Spiral comic.
Oh, like this?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah. And, it's that kind of shit. It's a lot of like grotesque, very disturbing artwork.
See,
Like that.
I like shit like this.
Yeah, this shit is pretty
And
crazy.
he doesn't have like any specific like series or whatever. Each one is sort of its own story that's a horror.
Right.
Yeah, and they rule. And it's and half of it is just the artwork. It kind of reminds me of the same effect that those scary stories to tell in the dark. Did you ever read those as a
Yeah,
kid? And the
yeah.
artwork that they had on those
Yeah.
was just so
It was just
grotesque and
very-
weird, and
yeah.
it was almost otherworldly.
Just dark.
how
and
scary
just
it was.
like,
This is
yeah.
very psychedelic too. It's
It's
like
insane. He has so much
Right.
detail in just the gore and whatnot, and
Yeah, I love shit like
his
that,
most
man.
famous work is Uzumaki, which is his stuff about spirals, like that chick who's got the eyeball.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Like, yeah, that shit's wild.
yeah. There was an anime TV show based on his works a while ago. Man, the fucking flies have made their way into the living
they're
room.
on
It's a
the
bummer.
Well, it's because of all the lights.
yeah,
I think.
you're right. We should have left the light in the kitchen on.
I can turn it back on.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, we've got like this fly issue. We don't have like a dirty ass
Do you have
house.
a, do you have a
It's just, like,
solution? No. I literally deep cleaned this house last week and fucking then did another review clean to maintain on Sunday. So we're fucking
And even before that, it's like we don't have a we're pretty hygienic dudes when it comes to
we're
the condition
fairly
of this shit.
we're fairly
But
put together. Yeah,
it's
I think
weird.
it's because the dumpster is in the alley
I think
behind
it's a
us.
curse. I think
Is
someone
there,
has
a hole in the screen.
There must be.
somewhere,
I
or-
think this where the AC is. Maybe there's a way to get in, or they're getting in through the AC. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I
weird,
don't-
but I'm glad you're not
man.
judging us for
What
it.
do you
'cause I'm
think?
super
Do you have a
insecure about
solution?
it.
Judgmental person. I have fly raid myself because I have a screen door in my bedroom. So
And you just spray them.
yeah, I just spray and it works.
Fly raid. Maybe we need to
Yeah.
get some of that. Because,
I think raid is the way to go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, there was a flea situation with the neighbors. Get this. So I walk in that alley and down that street regularly to go down to the pier.
Mhm.
And one day I came back and I just had bites everywhere. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? I
Right.
got new bedding. I cleaned my entire room. I cleaned the apartment completely.
Right.
I fucking revamped the place. And then the next day, my girlfriend and I went out there and walked down that same street and then had fleas all over our shoes.
Oh shit.
Quickly sprayed them off. And then I realized, I was like, oh, that house has a bunch of animals like ducks and shit.
Oh,
and chickens.
Okay. Yeah.
And then today, when I was so I started taking a different route
Uh-huh.
that avoids that street. And today I seen two like movers dumping a bunch of different furniture, a bunch of like different like outdoor furniture. And I was like, okay.
Just ruined,
that
ruined
whole
furniture.
That whole place. I mean, I don't know if it's ruined, but
Well, it's infested with bugs, I mean.
It's-
yeah.
That's
or-
ruined.
It's
Yeah, okay, yeah, definitely.
Destroyed by fleas.
And I was
Yeah.
just like, okay, it wasn't just me. Part of me wants to go over there and be like, guys, look.
Are they starting to clear up? I got a feeling you're gonna have scars on your legs
I'm gonna-
because of the fucking bug bites. For
I'm
some reason, they attacked Dave and never me. I feel like I don't. Maybe I don't use the alley as much as Dave.
No, it's
I
not
never
that-
got a single bug
It's
bite.
not the alley. It's the street next to the alley, and you got to walk directly by that house.
Yeah.
There's that house
I know what you
specifically, I
mean.
think, where they were coming out of. And, yeah, I mean, I'm going to have scars because
it's-
my feet were just covered in them.
Yeah, dude, and he looks like he's got leprosy. It's a wild situation.
It's much better now.
If you were here a week ago, he could have shown. Yeah, they've cleared up. His legs were.
No, yeah.
They look like a Junji Ito fucking drawing. For God's sake,
Dude, it was brutal. And I was just like, I just took leave from work. Like, I just stopped going to work
Really?
on the 3rd. And I was like, working out. And I'm like, I'm getting my life together. I'm going to, like, get in the right place mentally. I'm going to do all
Yeah.
this creative stuff. And then literally like a week and a half in, 10 days in, I start getting fucking attacked by fleas. And I'm like, this is not the energy that I was looking for during this time off. But yeah, I mean, a nice cleaning of the apartment resulted of it. And I can't complain. I got new.
No, that's a good motivator for cleaning. Thinking that your house is infested by fleas.
Yeah, so there were no fleas, but I still cleaned the whole goddamn
Like
place.
I wish that there was like a pill you could take that briefly would induce psychosis that would convince you that you
That you
have
had
to
fleas.
clean all the evil out of your house, and then I might clean more.
Yeah, no, I mean, also cleaning is an excuse for feeling productive. Like, if I'm not willing to like make a beat or edit a video or fucking draw something or like do something, create something that doesn't exist, I'm like, well, maybe if I clean the whole fucking place, I'll feel good.
Right.
I'll be like, I did something. It's like another way of getting a dopamine
So you don't have a
rush.
0 day. You know
Yeah,
what I mean,
That's it. Maybe that's the rap that we should do. 0 days.
Oh, talking about not having 0 days, and it's a good callback, and it's also a good time to end the episode.
Where can people find you, Terry?
You guys can find me on Instagram @_hi_Terry, on Twitter @TooMuchTerryaki, TOOMUCH Terryaki, and on Spotify and iTunes, Terryaki, TERRYAKI.
And the Terry part is capitalized.
Yes.
That's an
Yes.
easier way of getting those search engines to work. You can fucking
Terry,
please
all caps.
please go follow this man. His beats are killer. Give us a follow. Go follow us on
Follow my guys, man.
Instagram and YouTube, and please like and subscribe to the podcast.
At Bamfomania, BAMFOMANIA.
Yeah, if you're hearing this, please like and share and send us a comment or
Yes.
DM us or whatever. If you have
Thanks.
somebody that you think should be on, you can also follow me at Salt and Satire or at Hood Ninja Studios if you like the cover art.
If you need a music video, hit me up at Bubba Y with 2 Ys. They're not good. They're terrible. But
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? They're fucking killer. They're sick.
Awesome
man.
ass beats,
You know, that was I
man.
tricked you guys. I was fishing for compliments, and you guys gave them to me.
There
Fuck
you go.
you.
He's a fucking killer.
I'm a very insecure person.
Ask me,
Anyway,
shall
folks.
receive. Thanks for having me back, guys.
Dude,
Yeah, thanks for being on here.
I want you on the pod whenever we don't have a guest,
Right.
And like you're free.
I'm here, man.
So we should just
Fuck
start.
yeah.
We
if
record
know,
Saturdays primarily, so I'll let you know the next time that we got a gap week because right now we
Yeah, I
got two
love this shit.
or three guests
No,
coming.
I gotta jerk Terryaki off for a second. I feel like he vibes very like I think we've done some of our best freestyles we've ever done on this podcast, and I think it's about the vibe.
Yeah.
And he brought it, and I think that it's good. It's fucking it's healthy. It's like eating kale.
I 100% agree. You
or
definitely you got the energy when it comes to passing it off and following the process and staying on concept. You definitely got the bars, my guy.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
it, guys. Thank you.
For sure.
Thank
yeah,
you.
well, he'll be back on again very soon, folks. We're going to fucking cash out. You got any last words?
Look out for Swordfish from Razor coming soon.
Ooh.
It'll be on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify,
What day?
iTunes. No release date yet.
Okay.
Just tune in with Razor at Razor Wolf on all social media networks. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Write a verse right here on the spot. Dropping ill rhymes, still got time on the clock. This crunch time, no sense to waste. I keep my shorty face by my waist. She says she love how expensive taste. I save and eat the money. I maintain and I keep the money. My mind frame, you can't keep it from me. It always seems so funny. I drop a laugh on the way to the bank while I break down and roll up the dank. Keep my Duchess by my side and my queen with me. Mary Jane be my main power, no 50. It's so exquisite, boy, it's so nifty. The way I stay lifted, so swifty. The man be so gifted. Yeah.
Spread too thin my time. I've been divvying mine, so you gotta get in line for a pencil in. No 0 days, yeah. No, my numbers all prime and eventually divide into dividend. That's just how it's been since Simeon. Used to try and go where the money's been. Now I'm trying to go where the money's gonna be, and I'm barely listening to opinion.
Pulled up to the shop, yeah, the homie tryna cop. Dude up at the front so that they close at 9 o'clock. It's probably for the best, cause I barely got a check. Minus rent, IRS, I got left like 11 cents. It's cool, I got a room, food, and a couple brews. Keep on looping tunes till I can afford to move to the moon. Been in the mood and it's hard to get out of. Daily making moves, not very sure about the outcome. I'm trying to get some as much as possible. One day up in the jet, to me it's not improbable. Mixing up the grooves is like the flow is soluble. The way I kill these beats probably should call me Al Capone.
Spread too thin my time. I've been divvying mine, so you gotta get in line for a pencil in. No 0 days, yeah. No, my numbers all prime and eventually divide into dividend. That's just how it's been since Simeon. Used to try and go where the money's been. Now I'm trying to go where the money's gonna be, and I'm barely listening to opinion.